admit there's no point in you continuing in this mood, but I need to know when you're coming back.
The way I feel now, I won't be coming back.
Well, whatever you decide, Miss Ferguson. Good luck.
I don't know what's going on between you and Marsh, but the way she was speaking to you was inexcusable. What's this offer of help she was talking about?
She's innocent, and I'm going to help her prove it.
Think about it. You're not just putting yourself at risk. If they find out what you're trying to do, you could be putting your career on the line.
Tucker's been bashed. There is to be no physical retribution against Tucker and Marsh. And unless the culprits own up, not only will privileges be lost, but any chance of reforms will be lost with them.
Next time the bashing might be harder, with fingerprints all over the place. I'll put a stop to Connors and Maxwell trying to cut me out, and Looney's the weak spot.
I don't know why I ever bother listening to you.
Me neither. When you think, Spider, you're in big trouble.
What are you talking about?
The bashing and setting Merle up.
Me? Why would I want to tip the bucket on Merle? If I was going to do it to anyone, I'd do it to that bitch.
Oh, don't treat us like idiots, Simpson. If you hurt Merle, you hurt me. Everyone knows that.
Well, not me, okay? When I make a move on you, I won't be using no middleman. It'll be just you and me, Maxwell.
Yeah, well, she couldn't have done it anyway. She was with me all the time.
Oh, don't worry, Vic. We're not leaving you out of it. We reckon you was in on the bashing too.
Well, come off it.
Hey, just a minute. I suppose you can prove all this, can you?
I don't need to. Kath heard you two talking after you left the rec room.
And you believed her?
Is there some reason why I shouldn't?
I'm caught. Bloody hell, I don't believe this. The bitch is frightened of losing the contraband deal. I'm the competition.
Oh, right. So she's doing this to knock you out of the race.
Yeah.
Sounds fair enough. I should have thought of that myself.
Well, I know you've had a lot on your mind with Craven and everything.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy. What about the comic?
Well, that proves it as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. No one else will be game enough to take one of Merle's comics.
Except Kath. She bashes Brumby, leaves the Captain Marvellous comic knowing that no one would blame her. And we all know Merle wouldn't do it, don't we?
Spider.
What?
Who said it was a Captain Marvellous comic?
Yeah. Renee did when she was in the...
No, she didn't.
I was there, I saw it.
Not when Renault handed it over, you weren't.
Sounds like you've been telling us whoppers, don't it?
All right, come on, get it over with.
I'll take Vicky, okay, Rick?
No, we're not touching him.
Why?
Because I promised Renault there'd be no violence, and I'm sticking to it. But Renault promised us there'd be no reforms unless the creeps who bashed Brumby owned up.
Well, I didn't, so forget it.
Not using your brains, Simpson. Every woman in H Block will lose her privileges if you don't.
And if that happens, I wouldn't be you for $1 million. You don't have to give us your answer now. Think about it. Come on, Lurch. We'll get the Brumby and Spike out of Coventry.
You're a born loser, Simpson. A real amateur.
Bitch. Stinking stuck-up bitch!
What are we going to do? If we don't tell Renault, they're going to kill us.
Oh, no way. You heard what they were saying. Listen, you can throw in the towel or you can stick with me and beat them. Now, what's it going to be?
Well, have you got something in mind?
What do you think?
33, 34, 35. That's 35 metres to there. So that means the door should be about here.
You sure?
Yeah, give or take half a metre, I think so.
It's funny, I had it much further down when I was trying to picture it. So, if the women want their own garden, they'll have this whole area here.
Yep.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Yesterday we didn't even work here, and today we're knocking down the wall and planning all these reforms.
Yes, it's strange. Do you agree with all this?
Oh, 100%. I just hope I'm there when you tell the women what it's all about.
You mean if I tell the women? I meant what I said about the Brumby affair. If the people who attacked her don't own up, this could all be put back 6 months.
6 months? That long?
Has to be. Let's face it, this whole project's an exercise in self-discipline. Unless they prove they're capable of it, what's the point?
Yes, I suppose you're right. Still, it'd be an awful pity, though, after all that thought you put into it.
Frustration's part of the job, Marty. How did you get on with the Blackmore men? Any tradesmen amongst them?
Yes, 2 carpenters and 1 electrician.
Good. We'll ask them if they want to help the contract workmen when they arrive. That reminds me, they should be here soon.
Today? How'd you get things started so quickly?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? Mr. Dwyer was very cooperative. Must have been the way I asked.
Hey, guess what? Everything's sweet with Reef. She reckons we've been through
Hey,
enough,
hang
so
on. I'm dying here. I've been bashed, remember?
What are you talking about?
Well, the least you can do is ask how I am.
How are you?
Oh, very bloody funny. God, just make some coffee, will ya? Well, what were you saying about Rita?
We're out of Coventry. Everyone's talking to us again.
Big deal.
There's a proviso.
A what?
A condition. You got to promise not to pull any more crazy escape stunts.
Forget it.
Come on, Brumby. What she said is fair enough. She doesn't mind people trying as long as the rest of the girls don't get into trouble for it.
Bunch of wimps.
I wouldn't go saying that too loudly if I were you. Reed's had just about enough.
Well, tough for Rita. No one ever complained when she broke out, did they?
Listen, you selfish little tart. Apart from the fact that she's top dog, she's done a lot for us. If it wasn't for her, we'd still be in Blackmore.
It mightn't be such a bad idea the way things are going. Now, you going to make a cuppa or aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good. She spat the dummy.
All right, I'll do it. What?
Tell Reed I'll behave myself.
Yeah, but you're not going to, are you?
Oh, come off it. I've got a reputation to live up to.
Huh, a reputation? Brumby, you're a joke.
Don't say that.
Well, it's true. The last time he tried to break out of Blackmore, Craven didn't even charge you. He thought you were such a good joke, he was scared you wouldn't try it again.
Oh, shut up. Look, I'll pretend to play along with them. And next time I won't get you involved. But you got to promise me you'll keep your mouth shut.
Brumby?
That's as far as I go. Now promise.
Oh, gee! Lurch. Roz. Anybody else?
Cat, look, I'm going to have a bodyguard just like on a tally.
That's nice, love.
Really, no, really, I am. Ruth's got a whole list of them.
What's all this about a bodyguard?
With the mooch spiders in, I reckon it'd be better to have someone with her all the time, don't you?
Yeah, and I've got someone different to talk to every day. It's terrific, eh, Kath? Gee, Ruth's real smart.
There's no need for this. I can look after her.
Hey, Merle, that dancer was looking real good. Why don't you and let's show Kath how it's done?
Oh, yeah, you stay there, Kath. Go, will ya?
Oh, we're not trying to steal her from you. We're trying to protect her.
I can do that.
Oh, yeah? You're on laundry duty. She's on cleaning duty. How are you going to be in two places at once?
Look, Kath, I'm real good, aren't I? Oh.
You want to know how easy it would be for Spider to set her up? She'd have her in the nut house before you left.
Fair enough.
Good on you. Come on, Lurch, get into it!
This way. No. Oh.
Hey, Spy, you got any papers? I'm going out of my head.
50 cents.
Oh, come off it.
Forget it then. I'm not running a bloody charity.
What's eating you?
Stinking wimpy Sheila's in this joint, that's what. Look. Top bloody merchandise. $30 worth of quality radio there, and I can't even give them away.
You've never given anything away in your life.
Yeah, well, I am now. All I had to do was say that they bashed Brumby and they would have copped these for nothing. I was even going to throw in the bloody batteries.
You're unreal.
Now, what are you talking about?
You can pick those things up for $5 on the outside.
We're not on the outside.
Do you expect someone to cop a term in the pound for that?
They're getting paid.
How do you pay for loss of remission? What's a day in this joint worth, Spider? Well, if that's your big idea, what do we do now?
I take it there was some reason for this attack?
We thought she'd pinch something from ourselves.
And had she?
No, we made a mistake.
But we really thought she did, Mrs. Reynolds. See, we didn't do it for nothing. I mean, pinching stuff from your mates is about the worst thing you can do, right?
Yes, it'd run a close second to bashing someone for something they didn't do, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but we're giving ourselves up, and that's got to count for something.
I don't know, Simpson, does it? It could mean you were forced into it by Rita Connors.
Oh, come off. Sorry. See, that isn't the way it happens. Once we realised our mistake, we said, OK, we'll cop it sweet.
Assaulting a fellow inmate's a serious offence. You know that, don't you? Normal punishment is loss of remission and 24 hours solitary.
You're not in the market for a pocket tranny, eh?
Shut up! Sorry, Mrs. Reynolds.
I'm going to try something different with you two. For the rest of the day, I'm assigning you to Michelle.
Who's Michelle?
Brumby Tucker.
Signing? How do you mean?
It's quite simple. You're to look after her. If she wants something to drink, you'll get it for her. If she's uncomfortable, you'll make her comfortable. Anything she wants, you'll do.
You mean we'll be like a couple of servants?
Something like that, yes.
Like hell. No way, forget it. I mean, she'll have us scrubbing the bloody floors.
If that's what she wants, that's what you'll do.
Do we have a choice?
No. Mrs. Pringle will be watching you. And if I hear that you're not copping it sweet, we'll go back to the old punishment with double solitary time and double loss of remission. Any questions? Thank you, Mrs. Pringle. I'll leave you to arrange it all.
Hurry up, will you? Good, I could die of starvation waiting for you. Yeah, well, don't let me stop you. Oh, you behave yourself, Ross. I'll tell the screws you've been playing up.
She knew that every woman would have one thought in mind that night. Julian Farnshaw. Her Julian. The Julian that held her tightly in his arms and bruised her lips with his strong, passionate kisses. Bloody hell.
What have you stopped reading for?
Oh, you've got to be joking. It's garbage.
There's 560 pages there. How can it be garbage?
Vic, cop this. She loves this Blake, right? She's known him for 15 years and all she's ever done is dream about his lithe, boyish hips and his strong, smiling mouth.
Nothing wrong with that. She didn't even know that she loved him until he saved her from the cattle stampede.
Yeah, well, if I reckon he spends too much time with his bloody horse, he must.
Eat your food on it. Like hell you will. If you want something to do, you can make me a cuppa.
I'm warning you, Tucker, don't push your luck.
Mrs. Pringle!
Well, I'll be buggered. Free told me what was going on and I didn't believe her.
Not bad, is it? Hey, Vic, you can make me mate Spike a cuppa too? Like hell.
Something wrong, Tucker?
I was wondering, Mrs. Pringle, is it all right if I ask Vic to make Spike a cuppa?
Of course it is. That's exactly what she's here for. Come along, McPherson. Chop, chop. And you two off to the dining room. Come along. Make it snappy. Hurry along there, quickly.
White with two, thanks, Vic. Put the milk in first, will you?
Are we going to wear this?
Oh, that's the right way to make a cuppa, is it, Marsh? Now you listen to this, Vic, because old Spikey's got education, haven't
Come
you?
on, there's no need for that. Well, what's going on?
Education is a wonderful thing, Tucker. I mean, if we'd learned all that stuff about algebra, we would have known.
Cut it out, Spider. I'll see you later. Well, what was all of that about?
Your mate's been keeping secrets from you, Tucker.
Bull, we went through Blackmore together.
Oh, yeah? Now, did she tell you about the time she was at university?
Margaret, I've got some good news.
Look, I'll do a deal with you. You call me Spike and I'll call you Mr. Jackson, okay?
All right, calm down. I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you.
Hey, Spike's Brumby all right? Did you tell her I didn't do it?
Yeah, she's okay. Everything's great.
Ease up, she's only asking.
Okay, so I told her. What am I, a bloody information service? Rick, I'm sorry. I just felt like chucking them in, okay?
Do you want to yap about it? Give me a yap.
I think I've blown it with Brumby.
How come?
I lied to her.
A little white one or a great big black one? Worse.
Who can I trust you?
Are you joking? I'm a criminal.
I'm serious, Rick.
All right, go.
I'm a uni grad.
Come again?
I'm a university graduate.
Are you for real?
I majored in physical chemistry and I ended up with a Bachelor of Science.
Why have you been keeping quiet about... First egghead I've ever met.
That's exactly why I haven't told him. Can you imagine what I would have got at Blackmore with egghead as a label?
Oh, I see. You didn't tell Brumby and now somebody else.
Yeah, the rotten bitch Spider. Well, what am I going to do, Rich? She'll reckon I've been lying to her. She hates lies.
What'd she say when she found out?
I didn't hang around to find out. Bloody stupid, I suppose. I panicked and ran.
You know what your trouble is? You're a snob. How do you make that out? Well, just because you got a piece of paper that says you're smart doesn't mean we're going to turn on you. What are we, morons? That's not true.
Hey, what's not true?
All right, prove it. Tell this lot.
Too bad, why? What's all the noise about, ladies?
Hey, we've just gone up market, Mr. Jackson. Spikey tells us you went to university.
Yeah, she's a scientist, aren't you, Spike? Hey, that doesn't mean you're going to do rotten stuff like Dr. Cosmo, does it?
All right, keep the noise down, ladies. I'll take that to your office for that, Mr. Vance.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson, but I'll sit here if that's all right with everyone.
Hey? You mean you're going to eat with us?
And talk. That's the main reason I'm here.
Oh, not with you, Mrs. Reynolds. Is something wrong?
Just the opposite. If everyone agrees, I think I might make a regular thing of it. I don't mean every day. I just thought if anyone has anything they'd like to discuss with me, it might be easier here than in my office. What do you think?
Well, I'll say one thing. It's been a nice, peaceful meal.
I must admit, it's not quite what I expected. What's wrong?
You sprung it on us, Mrs. Reynolds. He didn't give us time to think about it.
You don't want to listen to the stuff we talk about. It's rubbish most of the time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We don't talk about nothing. We don't talk about politics, do we?
Oh, but there's other stuff.
You're going to have to give us a clue, Mrs. Reynolds. What sort of talking did you have in mind?
Well, just ordinary everyday things that bother you. Not personal problems, of course, but things you'd normally discuss over lunch.
You mean something like a suggestion box?
Thank you, that's exactly what I mean.
Why didn't you say so? Because I've got a million of them.
Good. You can start if you like.
Yeah. Well, I reckon we should be allowed to keep pets because I'd like to keep a mouse and call him Muscles.
I'm sorry, Merle. The department just wouldn't allow it.
Why not? I reckon it's a good name.
Nothing to do with the name, Merle. I'll explain it to you later. You haven't had any word on Lisa, have you?
No, not yet. They'll contact us as soon as the case is heard.
Well, come on, someone else have a go. Hang on. Am I allowed to say one for someone who's not here?
Don't see why not.
Oh, good, because it's Rumby and she was real upset about it. Merle, she reckons that we should take the barbed wire off the fences because somebody might get hurt and that'd be awful, wouldn't it?
Going on?
What would it look like? I have to make her bed while she goes to the loo.
Wonder she didn't make you do that for her too.
She thought about it.
Yeah, well, I'm not kidding. I'm going to deck that bitch before the day's out.
Yeah, we can do it without me. I'm not going through this again.
Ah, quit complaining, will you? If you want to make a profit, you've got to work for it.
Profit? What profit? We haven't even got anything to sell.
Don't bet on it. I just haven't had a chance to get to it.
Are you serious? I thought we were out of it.
Yeah, well, you and Thought don't go together, so just leave the thing to me.
Right, where's Tucker? Shower block, Mrs. P. Well, you two had better go to lunch, but straight back here after the bell and finish that bed before you go, all right?
Stupid old bitch.
Hey, look, Rita better not find out about this stuff. She'll go, eh?
Who cares? I'll finish this. You just bugger off.
Aren't you going to eat?
No, I got to go and see someone. Now, rack off, will ya?
All right, ladies, I'll see what I can do, although I must admit I didn't think snoring was such a problem.
Yeah, well, you might as well pack it in if you don't get a good night's sleep. I mean, look at Tina. She's only 17 years old, but you wouldn't know it, would you?
I think the workers have arrived.
I'll be there in a minute. There'll be some workmen in C block this afternoon, ladies, so that area will be out of bounds for a while.
Workmen? You mean blokes?
Yeah, calm down, Rich. Be all right. What's going on, Mrs. Reynolds?
I'm afraid I can't tell you yet, but I know you'll like it when the time comes. Well, ladies, thank you for your time. I'll try and make it again on Tuesday, if you will agree.
Yes, sure. Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, don't forget about the barbed wire.
Hey, did you hear that? Blokes! Struth, I reckon all my birthdays have come at once.
Don't get too excited. The screws will be all over the place. Forget about it, Spike. The poor buggers don't stand a chance now she knows they're there.
Hey, don't forget about me blackboard. You were going to teach me stuff.
Merle, there are more important things in this world than education.
What?
Blokes. Big, beautiful blokes.
Just a minute. I don't care what you do. You don't leave Merle alone.
Oh, no. All right, all right. Hey, Maxwell, I need some booze and some perfume. When can I get it?
Well, I can't get it for you right now.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. But an hour, half an hour, they're out there waiting for me.
Come and see me later, all right?
Okay.
Hey, come on, Merle. I'll give you a lesson in emergency makeup.
You haven't got any, have you? I'll get it. You better, or our deal's off. I promised the girls contraband. And if you can't supply it, I'll find someone who can.
Mr. Adams, you got a minute?
Yes, make it quick.
Well, I've got this terrible problem, you see, and I thought you might be able to help
Aren't you
me.
supposed to be at the second sitting?
Well, yeah, but I'm too worried to eat. Look, it'll only take a minute, honest.
All right, what is it?
Well, you remember when Kath Maxwell was bringing contraband into the prison? Well, I just found
Maxwell? What are you talking about?
Didn't you know? It's funny, I thought you did. Well, I've just found out how she's done it. And now I don't know whether I should tell the governor or not. What do you think?
Well, perhaps you better tell me first.
Well, it's a bit hard to believe, but an officer helped her. Unreal, isn't it? I mean, blokes like that could give you a lot of really bad names.
You're walking on pretty dangerous ground, Simpson.
I know. That's why I've had to write it all down in a letter and send it off to one of me mates on the outside. Because if anything happens to me, I mean anything at all, well, the department will find out and I mean the officer involved is going to be
All right, I get the message. What do you want?
I want you to tell the officer involved not to help Kath Maxwell because if I find out she's handling merchandise, I'm going to blow the whistle. Could you do that for me, Mr. Adams, please?
Just shows you the difference between this place and Blackmore, doesn't it?
How do you mean?
Can you imagine Craven eating with us lot?
Trying not to imagine Craven at all.
You know what I mean. She's what I call a governor. He was just a monk.
Yeah, Rena's really got class, hasn't she?
Now, just a minute. Rena's still a screw, remember? At least she tries.
Yeah, who would you rather have, her or the freak?
Hey, Maxwell, when are you going to give it a bone about the teacher? I thought we'd agreed there was going to be an educational program. Oh, I suppose so. As long as they leave me out of it. I mean, hell, I might end up like the egghead here.
Oh, shut up, will you? I knew I shouldn't have told you.
The Professor Marsh. The prof. It sounds good. What do you reckon, girl?
Marsh, there's been a breakage in the staff room. Come and clean it up, will you, please?
Come off it. I'm not on cleaning duty.
You will be in a minute. Now, come on. Okay, this should do it.
What's going on? I thought you said...
I wanted to talk to you. Let's just say I'm playing it your way.
Fair enough, thanks. Look, I'm sorry about before. I was having a bad time about something else.
Understood. The girl's giving you a hard time about university.
No, I really underestimated him on that score. You know what? I'm getting really sick of being wrong all the time.
Hey, come on. If I'm going to start playing detective for you, I want a better attitude than that.
You're really going to do it?
Tonight, where do I start?
There's only one person to find, Christine Dutton.
Christine Dutton, how does she fit into it?
She doesn't fit into it. She's it. I was with her the night of the murder.
Then why didn't the police...
Talk to her? They couldn't. She disappeared. Really disappeared.
You mean?
I don't know. Look, you've been mixing it with some really dangerous characters. If you want to back out...
I'm not backing out of anything. If your alibi's there, we'll find it, okay?
Put the wind up him, I can tell.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't want the governor getting onto him now, would
Let's see how far that bitch gets without her tame screw. Well! Look what we've got here. The bitch's pet puppy dog.
What are you two doing here? I thought you're supposed to be looking after Brumby.
Don't kid yourself. We'll go when we're good and ready.
Yeah, well, I reckon you're ready now, so hop.
What's the matter, Merly? Cat caught your tongue.
Don't push your luck, Spider.
Auntie Cat put you up for adoption,
out
has
of here,
she?
creep.
What do you mean?
Don't take any notice of her. She likes pulling the wings out of flies.
Yeah, well, I don't like her. She makes me mad. She's always saying things I don't understand.
Don't worry, she can't get to you.
She can. She's smarter than me.
She's not so bloody smart. She's not as smart as Rita and Kath. And what's she going to do to you with us watching out for you?
Don't know.
Nothing. Look, they're gone now. Do you reckon you'd be all right by yourself for a couple of minutes?
Where are you going?
I just want to go and see some people.
Well, why can't I go with you?
Look, I won't be a minute. I'm just going down the corridor. I'll hear you if you yell.
Well, who do you want to see?
Oh, look, don't get your knickers in a knot. I'm just going down to have a gig at them blokes from C Block.
What for?
You know, fellas. It won't be long. Alice! All right, come on.
They friends of yours or something?
Well, at least the changes might bring some semblance of normality to the place. And we've certainly got to give Anne full marks for talking the department into it. Do we have to go on like this? I'm sorry if you thought I was speaking out of turn. The fact of the
I don't want
matter...
to talk about it, Mum.
Well, I do.
What I do about Margaret Marsh in my own time is my business.
No, it isn't. Not when your personal life spills over into your job. It then becomes my business, Anne's business, and the
I
department's
don't see it
business.
that way.
It is not a question of how you choose to see it. It's a matter of reality.
Not mine.
What's the matter with you? We've just brought you back from the edge of one cliff, and now you're getting ready to jump off into another.
She's a friend, Mum. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
For heaven's sake, pull your head out of the sand. She is not the bright, pretty kid in fifth form that everyone had a crush on. She's not that person anymore.
Well, she could be, given half a chance.
She's in here, isn't she? She didn't arrive by accident.
Oh, the one in the blue overalls is a bit of all right.
Can we get some of them bits of wood and stuff?
What for?
Just to make things.
You'll get caught for sure.
Couldn't we ask him? They're just going to chuck them away. Hey! Shut up, will ya? Shut up!
G'day.
G'day.
Can I do something for you girls?
Maybe. Yeah, can I have some of them bits of wood?
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, she can't. She'll get into trouble for sure. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, we're pulling the guts out of the whole area and rebuilding it.
What for? What's it going to be?
Search me.
Oh, you must have some idea.
Not me. Some of the blokes from outside might have a clue.
Outside?
Yeah, I'm from in here. Name's Harry. I'm just helping out.
I'm Alice. You from Blackmore?
Yeah.
I don't think we should be talking to you. Not after what happened to one of our girls.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of real animals about. Well, you got to watch out for them.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us.
Well, I don't get much of a look in now, with Craven gone.
Well, they should keep it that way.
Yeah, well, I'd done a proper job on him. Most of us reckon it was about bloody time.
So how come they let you get your hands on all this stuff?
Oh, I'm a carpenter by trade. Reno seen it on my file and fixed it for me to work for the builder.
Oh, you must have the gift of the gab.
Nah, not me. I reckon Reno seems all right, but I'll give me word I wouldn't muck about with it.
Oh, couldn't we just have some? Look what you've done now. What do you think you're doing?
Nothing, Miss Stout, sorry.
Oh, come on, back to work. You, Jenkins, Jones?
Yes, Miss Stout.
I thought you were told to stay away from here.
We were just going past.
Oh, don't give me that. You just can't be trusted with anything, can
Look,
you?
we weren't doing
Look,
anything.
don't report to the laundry. You can swap duty with someone else. Mel, get back to your cleaning job.
What are you doing down here?
Waiting for you. We have to talk.
I don't think it's a good idea the way things are at the moment.
You never think it's a good idea unless someone else's neck's on the line, do you?
Well, what do you expect? Ferguson's not here. They're watching me like a hawk. I'm not going to be the one on the
Nobody's
skids.
watching you, for God's...
I don't care what you and Wilson sorted out. No one changes rosters without the duty officers say so.
What's your problem?
It's all right, Mrs. Morris. I can handle it. She should be in the kitchen.
Been far too much of that lately.
I told you, I can't move without someone right behind me.
Stop it. Pull yourself together. I need some things.
No, I'm not bringing anything in.
I need them now. I can't put the women off much longer.
Well, that's your problem.
But don't you understand? I have to have those things. You have to bring them in for...
I don't have to do anything.
Suppose you must know just about everything.
I wouldn't be in here if I did.
Oh, boy, you got to be real brainy to go to university. What do you got to do to be a scientist?
Physics, chem, quantum, that's all, eh?
Oh.
Didn't get me very far, did it?
Oh, I don't know. Look what you fixed up in here. Rita's alarm and the stink bomb and the... Dr. Cosmo does stuff like that. Huh? Dr. Cosmo, he's a real baddie. He gets people underneath his house and he's got this great big machine and then he... Hang on, I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, come on, I was just getting interested.
Kath? Yes? You all right? Sure. What's happened?
Nothing.
Yes, it has. It wouldn't be crying if it was nothing.
Hey, what's up?
Something's wrong with Kath. I'll look after her. She's my friend. You gotta tell me. I always tell you everything.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just that stupid fool Adams.
Well, what's he done to you?
It's not what he's done, it's what he won't do. Oh, God, I'm so tired of this place.
Well, he shouldn't have made you cry. I don't like it when people do that to you.
It's not just him, it's the whole damn place getting to me. I just wish to God I could see some end to it.
Don't worry. I'll look after you, Kath.
What do you mean, wash them?
Well, they're supposed to be white. They got brown marks all around the edges.
But you can't wash shoes.
Yes, you can. Reed chucks hers in the washing machines.
That's disgusting. I'm not mucking around with your stinking shoes.
Who's asking ya? You got it if I say.
How's it going?
Oh, terrific, Mrs. Morris. Spider's just going to clean up me treads.
You say so, Tucker?
See? Whatever I say.
Hey, Rick.
My job here, what else?
Look who's come to visit, the girl with the lousy memory.
Get lost.
Carrying on like she never got out of grade 6 and all the time she's a bloody princess.
Some mate.
Get out of here, both of you.
Anything else you forget to tell her, Princess?
Suppose that's what you've been wondering too. Haven't really thought about it at all. None of my business who you are.
I want to tell you anyway.
Suit yourself.
I just didn't want anyone else to know. You know what they all would have said, what I would have copped. How do you think a nice middle-class girl from uni would have gone down in Blackmore?
Hard, I suppose. And that's what I am, is it? One of the mob?
Oh, no. Well, yes. You were when I first came in.
But I didn't know you then. It's different now. You're a friend. I was going to tell you, but I just didn't get round to it. Well, why not? You once told me about your father conning you. I just didn't want you to think I was another person who told you a whole lot of garbage. Now, why would I have thought that? You didn't tell me nothing. And nobody knew to ask her because you was acting like one of us. Yeah, but it's the same thing, isn't it? No? Lion's been promised something and then it turns out to be crap. Like, next week we're going to win tats, and next week I'm going to get a job, and next week we're going to move into a proper house. Everything was always next week with that old bastard. Whenever you got to next week, he'd always swear blind that he didn't even say it. Geez, he could lie. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, you didn't do nothing much. Yeah, I should have told you, though. Yeah, well, just don't go tell me something's going to happen next week unless you're dead sure.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, what a couple of wimps.
Come on, Vic, let's get out of here.
Anybody home? What do you want?
Hi, I'm looking for Christine. Christine Dutton.
Never heard of her.
This was the address I was given.
Well, it's the wrong one, mate.
She's probably moved. Can I ask how long you've been living here?
No, you can't. What are you, a bloody cop or something?
No, I'm trying to find her for a friend of hers.
Friend of a friend, eh? Listen, what do you think I am, sport? Push off.
Please, I just
I
want...
said push off. You want me to tell you, or do you want me to help you?
No, I'm sorry, okay? I really am trying to find someone.
Not here, you're not.
Get on with it, Jones. Should have had that section finished half an hour ago.
Yeah, well, I would have if a cat hadn't been so
I don't
upset.
want a whole story. I just want to see the work finished.
Just a minute.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Let go.
You made Cat cry and it's not right.
And if you don't let go, you'll be on a charge. Assault for a start.
You made Cat cry and I don't like people doing that to her, and you don't.
All right. I'll go see what the hell's the matter with her.
Hi. Hope you didn't get into trouble before.
Oh, no. Missed out's not much of a ringer. More shows than go.
Are you from the bush?
Yeah, a long time ago. Grew up there.
You're kidding, so did I.
Whereabouts?
Oh, my folks had a farm up north near Naringal.
Yeah, I know that area. My dad was fencing there for a while. You know, we moved around quite a bit.
It's good dairy country.
Yeah, I'd reckon. Hey, hang on a tick. There you go. Just helping me pick 'em up if we get sprung.
Yeah. Hey, how long since you've been up that way?
Oh, it's got to be near on 20 years now.
Oh, yeah? I'd have been a kid.
Yeah. Oh, we come down to the city when I was about 15.
Hey, don't suppose you'd be going to church on Sunday?
I could be. You going?
I usually turn up.
Jenkins, what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, I was just helping pick up some nails, Mrs. Morris.
Yeah, I asked her to push them through.
I see. It doesn't explain what you're doing here in the first place. This area is off limits.
Well, I was coming out of the rec room and Mrs. Pringle told me to come up and to get some... Oh, that's torn.
Jenkins, what are you doing down here again?
Again?
Oh, she was hanging around here before. Now, I thought I sent you back to the laundry.
Well, I just had to go to the Loomy Stout and I was going past and
That's what you said before.
Well, that's it, Jenkins. You're on report.
Oh, fair go, Mrs. Morris. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You might as well have gone to the loo via Tasmania as past here.
Oh, but
Now,
geez.
come on, save that for the governor.
Come on, back to work.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be such a bastard.
Didn't you?
I wanted to explain.
What's the point?
I don't want you thinking I don't want to help you. I can't.
Do you realise what happens to me if I can't supply the women?
Oh, it's not that bad, is it?
It means the end of the truce with Rita and the others, back to war again. It means Simpson will move in, so no more money. And I'll be lucky if I don't get my head kicked in for promising what I can't deliver.
You'll keep him under control. You always have.
Tired of it, Rodney. I'm tired of the fighting, having to watch my back all the time.
Maybe when things settle down a bit.
There's not going to be a maybe when. It's now. If I could just get a supply line set up and keep the peace with Rita, at least I could exist in here.
I can't do it now. They know, the governor and Mrs. Morris, they know I was doing things for Joan. Everything I do is watched and checked. They're just waiting for a chance to give me the shove.
So what happens to me?
You'll last them out. You're a survivor.
Make our own fireworks?
Theoretically.
Will you show me? Can we do it?
Not for real.
But all you said is if we had
Sodium and sulphur. No way, Merle.
Oh, go on, it'd be real good fun.
I'm not going to cook up a batch of gunpowder. You need a proper lab. God knows how unstable it'd be. Blow up the whole place.
Just a little bit.
Not if someone might get hurt. You stick with the egg in the bottle, eh?
Where you been, Alice?
Governor's office.
You look like you had some bad news.
She told me about Lisa.
Where'd she go?
Guilty. She got off with a bond.
Hey, great.
She's not coming back, with any luck.
Why'd Brenda call you up there for that?
Hang on a sec. Just give us a break, Mrs. M. Well, can't I do it when they're all together later?
This is a punishment, Jenkins. I have to report it's been carried out.
Yeah, but does it have to be now?
I can't follow you around all day waiting for you to find the right moment.
Well, she didn't just call me up there about Lisa. Got caught in the restricted area talking to the blokes.
Well, when we left, missed our...
Twice. Because of me, Reno's cancelling the perfect match idea. Well, say something. This is me punishment.
Moreno's not dumb, is she? The other's going to love you for this.
Doesn't bother me.
I can think of a few it will.
Can I get you another?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Look, this probably sounds awful, but don't I know you from somewhere?
Quite possibly. Rodney Adams.
Hi, Alison Mills.
Yeah?
You don't play squash down to bowl, do you?
No, I'm a cricket man myself.
No, it's not from there, then. You don't go to CAE classes by any chance?
Not at the moment. I did an administration and management course there a couple of years back, though.
Oh, really? I almost did that. But I'm doing creative writing instead.
How's that?
It's great so far. You see, I'm actually doing it because I'm going overseas next year, and I'm the worst letter writer in the world. I thought it might help.
Where are you going?
To London. I'm going to try for RADA.
RADA? What's that?
It's the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. It's the biggest... That's right! I saw you in that production of, The Night Must Fall. I knew you from somewhere.
I'm with the Southern Suburbs Amateur Society.
Oh, thank heavens. I was starting to feel as though I was picking you up.
Of course, the trouble with a high-pressure job is it doesn't give you enough time to do the things you enjoy.
No?
Well, I'm lucky if I make rehearsals once a week.
I suppose it would be. Or high pressure, I mean.
You can't turn your back or relax for a second. Not when you're dealing with violent criminals.
Makes computer programming seem very tame.
Well, it's not go all the time. I'm off till tomorrow. You doing anything for dinner?
I'd love to.
Well, let's go. If you don't mind dropping in at my place, I have to change out of my uniform.
Of course. I hadn't noticed, actually.
I try to be discreet about it. Oh, Jackson. Sorry we can't have a drink with you.
You off?
Yes, we're going to dinner. Alison Mills, Marty Jackson.
Hi.
Hello.
We better be going.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
See you again.
Yeah.
Scored there. We're dead, sir.
Lisa.
Mr. Jackson, what are you doing here?
All the staff drop in here. This is our local.
Better make myself scarce then.
Don't do that. You're a free citizen. Let me buy you a drink. You've got something to celebrate. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks, but I don't think
I
that
insist.
I should really...
In fact, there's something I wouldn't mind getting your advice on.
Well, at least it's good
news about Lisa.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic, Princess.
Come on, I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, thanks a lot, Lurch.
Well, how was I to know Reno'd pull a stunt like that? I thought you'd give me solitary. I even asked for it.
And one of the Blackmore blokes too. Good one, Lurch.
He's all right. He's a nice fella.
Yeah, I've seen him. That's enough. What do you like, him ugly or something?
Well, I just like talking to him. We've got a lot in common.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Leave her alone. It's not such a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've got so much social activity going on in here as it is, not to mention what I could have made out of it.
Look, I said I was sorry, so get stuffed.
I'll forget about it tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't mind. Thanks.
So you reckon he'll turn up in church on Sunday?
He said he would. Jeez. I wish Lex or Lise was here. What for? So I could do myself up a bit, you know, my hair and some makeup.
I can do that.
You don't look like you can.
Oh, thanks. So you're tarting myself up for you lot.
So you do know about makeup and stuff?
Of course I do.
She's not getting off that easy. I might just go to chapel and make sure she has a good time with this Harry.
How's business, Maxwell?
Yeah, you got a little something to sell us yet?
It'll be here. It's coming.
Oh, so's Christmas. You feeling all right, Maxwell? You're not looking too well.
Don't get your hopes up.
I don't need to. I've already got a supply lined up and I've even got a stash. I could cut you off at any time.
Don't try it. Don't even think about it. And get off my back.
Problem is, I just don't have the contacts and I stand out too much.
Not surprised. I'd have picked you for a cop if I didn't know you.
I'm afraid I'm not being much help to Margaret either.
Yeah, look, it's pretty dangerous territory. Leave it alone.
I can't. I promised her.
Wouldn't have picked you for messing around with the women.
No, it's nothing like that.
Ah, don't tell me you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart.
In a way. But it's not what you're thinking.
Yeah? What is it between you and Spike?
It goes back a long way.
And?
Look, I'd rather not go into all of that.
Ah, I see. You want me to help you, but you're not going to tell me what it's about. Okay, forget it.
Please, I wouldn't ask if I had anywhere else to go. You've got the contacts. You can find out things
Look,
I can't.
Spike got into a really bad scene. I wouldn't go near it.
Lisa, all I'm asking
That's
is...
the trouble. You don't know what you're asking. You haven't got a clue what you're getting yourself into. No way, Buster, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
Rita could make her leave you alone. Couldn't we just ask her?
No, you don't understand. Look, if Spider really has got a stash in here, if she's not lying, then that's the finish of me.
You want me to look for it?
Yes, you can help me.
Yeah, well, if we find it, I could easily stick it in the kitchen rubbish and put it in the bins. That'd hide it.
No, I don't want to hide it. I need it.
You want to keep it?
Yes.
That's stealing, Kath.
Think of what she's done to us. Look at the way she treats you. And she'll sell it to the women for twice the price I would. She's always ripping them off. Isn't that stealing?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, we're going to stop her.
Sort of like the Avenger.
Exactly the same.
Yeah. He'd fix her up real good. All right, how are we going to do it?
Wait a minute, Lisa. At least hear me through.
Oh, look, forget it, for God's sake. I've just got out. And I've got no intention of landing back inside or winding up in the morgue.
I'm not asking you to do it.
G'day, mate.
What are you doing?
We'd like a word.
Now, hang on. Look.
It's the hard way or the easy way, mate. Now take your pick.
What's going on? What do you want?
We want you to go home and be a good boy. Stop sticking your nose where it don't belong.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Think it over, mate. She's not worth it. Next time, you're gonna get hurt.
Silly bugger! I warned you!
Help me up.
You're in it now. Good and proper.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls The sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around, last night I dreamed we were together, sharing